What's up, guys? Back with another Fair Shake review. This time, we're going to talk about Bombshell. Alright, so this movie seemed like it was going to be a very interesting dramatic piece. Like when I first was seeing the trailers when I was going to the theater, and I was like, yo, this seems like this might be very interesting, you know, seeing corporate power being turned against these girls, and seeing if things still get, you know, whatever's happening in this corporate world is gonna be figured out. And then when I finally go see the movie, I realize, oh snap, no, this is about like real life. This is about like Fox News. This is the Fox News story. Oh, we gonna get like political in it, and then plus we're gonna get like more morale. What is the word I'm looking for? We're gonna talk about morals, ethics. Like this is, oh, all right, we going this route. Like, so seeing like the story kind of from the inside of just like, you know, kind of really going into a lot of things that have been happening in the world culturally, with a lot of people in power misusing it and abusing it against these women, and, you know, knowing that they're wanting to get ahead, and therefore they, you know, as they say, he would say, you got to give some head. It's just terrible. Like, and really, what I think this film really does a good job of doing is really trying to get you into the mindset of these women, because it's a very hot button topic. Some people think it's like kind of like the whole Me Too movement and all, and feminism is like a completely bad thing, and there's really no validity to claims, and you know, sexual harassment and rape allegations are like something that's completely it's a really touchy subject. This really is. It's really polarizing. But I feel this movie does a really good job of really trying to get you into the different mindsets of these different women, and how such a dilemma is difficult to tackle, because it's like, do you try to fight for, you know, human rights, or do you try and maintain power, or the bit of leverage that you may have, and give in to, you know, what it takes to receive that power? And how does that affect people in the future who are trying to reach the positions you're in? Do you try to change the system from within, or do you try to change the system outside? Do you even try to change the system at all? Like, you really get to see how each of the women really kind of, like, even if they're not the main characters, how they try to handle the situation, because everyone has their own personal reasons to, you know, try and stick their neck out for humanity, really, and for the sake, mainly in this sake, for women in the workplace. It's done really, I feel like it was done really well. The way they tied in the actresses into the archival footage to that way it seemed rather seamless was fantastically done. And I feel like a lot of, like, even though I haven't like researched the whole, you know, story like in depth, I did, you know, have like a little bit of an eye on it through some news reports going on covering, you know, the issue. And I feel like the movie did a very good job not to over dramatize some of the aspects, I feel they did a good job of making sure that even if they may have embellished a little bit, it wasn't to the point where it's like, okay, you're just doing this to make your point like something you can't debate against. But, in the sake of being right, everyone should be really treated equal, and conflict of interest and also abuse of power should never be something that should be, done. But I really, really, really enjoyed the movie, and I feel like the performances themselves of getting oh gosh, why is her name always escape me? The girl who played Megyn Kelly. She's also been in like Atomic Blonde. Why can't Charlize Theron? Charlize Theron, man, put on such a fantastic performance. Same with Nicole Kidman and even Margot Robbie. Kate McKinnon was in there as well, and she did really well. It took me a hot second for me to even recognize John Lithgow, like, and even him, like, he did a good job as well, even though he was portraying someone who was kind of detestable towards the end of the movie, like, but you really believed he was that person and really understood that the mindset of a person who put so much into Fox News, that empire, because it is a news empire, and also seeing how that fight for justice in that workplace was just one of the small fights, in the war to make sure things are balanced and just in the system, that it's gonna be very difficult for humanity to really solve. But yeah, the movie was still really, really great, and really I feel captured the different perspectives, and especially the female perspective, in a very interesting light, and seeing who can really advocate for those women in those situations. It's really great. I really dug it. It was a really great movie, and yeah, it just sucks to know that it's based on reality, because it is a reality in this system. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Tell me what your thoughts are. You could spoil it down below, since it's basically something that's already happened in real life. So if they weren't paying attention to it in real life, then oh well. It's a thing. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know yours below. And yeah, much love, peace, threes.